This is one of the nastiest blitzes in Madden 22. We're gonna force our opponent into max protect looks or he is gonna be in for a long day. The play we are going over today is nickel dog 2 out of the formation nickel 2-4-5 double A gap. This blitz is so powerful because even if they block their running back, this blitz is gonna come in basically every time. This is gonna force them into max protection looks with only 3 receivers out on routes, and we will have 5 players in coverage. This is also my go-to run defense for shotgun runs. It absolutely locks down plays like inside zone and traps. I never worry about getting run on when I'm in this play call. Now we also have other blitzes and coverages that are going to look identical to this play pre-snap. This will make it super tough on the offense to key in on what play we are going to. And then up right now on my website Scheme Kings, I have a cover 3 version of the blitz that is going to pair perfectly with it and give your opponent a ton of issues. I also have a ton more up on the site for this scheme that is just going to give you way more options and take this defense to the next level. Also have all my previous offenses up on the site, like my Oregon spread and my Ravens pistol offense. So if you want to check out Scheme Kings, I'll leave a link down in the description below. So for this scheme, I'm going to be continuing my Dick LeBeau Pittsburgh Steelers inspired zone blitz defense out of the Baltimore Ravens playbook. Now I already have a ton released for this scheme, so I'm going to leave a playlist down in the description that you can check out after this video if you want to see everything that pairs with this blitz. Okay, so for the setup for this blitz, we want to make sure this nickel dog 2 is in our audibles. Then we actually want to go over to nickel 2-4-5 and we want to come out in the play double safety blitz. Now once we get to the line of scrimmage, you're going to notice the safeties start walking into the box. Now at this point we want to audible over into our nickel dog 2. What you're going to see, our safeties are going to stay down in the box, but now both of our linebackers are going to come down into the A gap. Then for the actual setup for this blitz, all we want to do is we want to globally blitz all linebackers. Then we want to take the nickel back. He's going to be our user and we're just going to walk him into the box and stand him in between those 2 linebackers over top the center, maybe 2 yards off the line of scrimmage. That is it, guys. Super quick and easy setup once you get it down. Now the only other adjustment we can make is we can adjust our flat defenders. Now this is all going to depend on down and distance and the play calls your opponent has been going to, but you can either shade down, put hard flats on, you can leave soft squats, or you can shade up and put cloud flats on the field. But honestly, a ton of the time I'm going to play hard flats in this defense because we are bringing so much heat. They're going to try to get the ball out of their hands really quick and we don't want to give them those quick and easy plays to the flat. All right, guys, before we get into the gameplay, just really quick, I wanted to touch on that I actually just started a second YouTube channel. This is going to be King Reggie Live, and it's going to be where I'm going to be live streaming all of my schemes going forward. So if you want to see this defense in game, my offenses in game, how these work live against real opponents, you need to check out my second channel. I'm going to be streaming every Tuesday and Thursday going forward. So if you want to check that out, I would definitely appreciate a sub so you don't miss out on any of the streams. I'm going to leave a link to King Reggie Live down in the description below. Let's get into this play, guys. And like I said, like this, we're just bringing absolute heat. This blitz is one of the glitchiest blitzes I have ever used. Now, one of the things I touched on is we're actually going to be audibling down. We're going to be bringing both our safeties in the box. Now, the reason I did this is when I first started running this blitz, I would have both my safeties back, but what you notice is you're going to have big holes in the middle of the field for them to just quick throw balls in there. But by bringing our safeties down, we are really trying to take away these quick throws up the seams, allowing our pressure to get in. You're also going to notice I have hard flats on the field, even though it's 1st and 10, because we are coming in so fast. I do not want them to get quick hitters. I want to take away everything quick and let our blitz come in. So this first one, guys, I wanted to show you what happens if they block 0. They block just their 5 linemen. They're not blocking a running back. They're not blocking a tight end. We're just going to sit here with our user, guys, and we don't have to come at all. We're just bailing right away. And right here we see, boom, look at our 2 DNs fire in. They are racing to the quarterback here. We see they're not blocking anyone and we get 2 people free. I want to just rewind this. I'm going to let this go full speed. Just watch me at the quarterback. They're not blocking anyone. Both our DNs come in free, force a fumble, and we're going the other way for a fat guy touchdown with Vince Wilfork. Okay, now in this one, same thing, 2nd and 10, we actually have soft squats on the field, but I want to show you this. What happens if they block 1? So this one, they're blocking their running back. Let's check what happens. Boom, we are firing in. The running back stays inside to block these 2 players, and Micah Parsons fires off the edge once again forces a fumble, another fat guy picks it up. So that is what happens if they block their running back. That is what happens if they block nobody. Okay, here we go again. Now they have Derrick Henry in the backfield, gun bunch with Escape Artist. Now I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, no matter what, Escape Artist will never get outside of you. But this is going to do a pretty good job of Escape Artist. If they make one false step, hold the ball for half a second too long, we are going to make them pay even with Escape Artist. So right here, I'm going to snap the ball. He's only blocking his running back, so he's blocking 6. We're rushing 6, and now he's going to try to take off right away with Escape Artist, and we see Micah Parsons just absolutely tracks him down, coming free off the edge. By this point, Clay Matthews is also coming in free, and we tackle him down at the 1-yard line. Okay, so we know this blitz. I've shown you guys it is going to be coming like a bat out of hell, but this is going to put a ton of pressure on our user because there's nobody in the middle of the field. All of this is us. So if they're able to block it up or he's able to make a really quick read in the middle of the field, there's going to be some open grass. So this is where we want to have a good user in the middle of the field. I have Sherman. He's like 6'3", nickel back. Get Acrobat, a pick artist on this player, and you just need to have range and be able to pick up routes. So we see a little out route there. I kind of fake like I'm going to go to it. Then I come back over the middle, get a diving pick on the Texas route over the middle. Blitz is coming in. He's sending everybody out on routes. He has to fire the ball out right away. So once you start firing off with this blitz, guys, they're going to see this alignment. They're like, crap, how do I block this up? What you're going to see is you're going to start seeing max protection looks. Now the Max Pro usually does a pretty good job of blocking it up, but we're going to notice right here. So this is even more than Max Pro. He has his running back gets tackled in the backfield. He's blocking both his tight ends on this play. So he has 2 receivers out in routes, and we have 5 defensive backs on the play. So we look here, what you're going to see too, because our safeties start low, they're going to try to hit posts over the top, deep crossers, stuff like that. We see Ramsey does a great job just getting underneath that. We have our other safety coming over the top. Our user is right there as well. They're, max proing. They see 2 players out and, running routes, and we're able to pick off the ball. Okay, 1st and 10. Now, what did I say? I love to play hard flats with this defense right here. Hard flat, hard flat. Even though it's 1st and 10, like, I'm going to play aggressive with this defense. This is about forcing mistakes, forcing errors, getting the ball back for our offense. So right here, we're going to look here. What does he do? He sends everybody out on routes, guys. What do we say happens when he sends everybody out on routes? We have 2 players meeting at the quarterback right here. It's just let's meet at the QB. Let's cause some trouble. So what does he try to do? He knows I got to get this ball out quick. He tries to force it into the running back. He gets an inaccurate throw because we're bringing so much pressure right to our hard flat. Now, if we have a soft squad on the field or we have a cloud flat, they're going to be dropping off. He's going to be able to get it underneath that running back. So that is why it's a little bit risky. It can lead to some bigger plays down the field for them, but we are going to make a ton of plays also. Okay, now we see 3rd and 10 here, guys. I do want to talk about what some of the issues with this blitz can be. Well, now if they have time and we're playing hard flats, they can obviously hit corner routes. Those are going to be open. You're going to give up some of those. But what they also can do, they can have streaks up the field that turn into a foot race with our safety, and they can beat them over the top. So 3rd and 10, I'm being very aggressive here. Late in the game, I don't want to give up a touchdown, but I'm trying to make a play. And we see here, I actually screwed up my blitz. Like, this guy didn't walk down. I screwed up my setup. So now everything was all messed up. You hear I switch off. Okay, so now we see our blitz is still coming in, but we notice this is just a foot race on the outside, and Devontae's just going to beat Marlon Humphrey to the end zone. So we get a hit on the quarterback, but we don't get there in time, and we see he's able to fire that in over our head. So what we can actually do, guys, we can run this blitz with both our safeties back right here. Boom. Boom, both safeties back, cloud flat, shade over the top, play the sticks. It's 3rd and 31. Like, we are going to get a ton of blitzes in this scheme. We're going to get people backed up, and I still really like this play call on 3rd and long, and I'm just going to shade up. Don't come out in the double safety blitz. Just come out in this play. Our safeties are going to start back, and we're not going to have to worry about giving that up. So we see here, he actually max pros. He blocks his tight end, blocks his running back, but I believe he actually slid left also, or maybe pinched his line down, his O-line. So we are going to get Parsons firing off the edge. So we see he max pros. still this blitz is going to come in. And then we look down the field, like, because we're playing off, we're letting everything, you know, come to us deep. There's nothing open. Even if he had time in the pocket, he basically has no shot of hitting, you know, something 31 yards down the field, and we come in for an easy sack. All right, guys, and then really quickly, I just wanted to touch on this as our run D. Now, this is my shotgun run D. If they're really trying to hit me with inside zones, traps, anything like that from shotgun, I went over in a previous video my run D if they're in, you know, a heavy set, single back, I form like that. But if they're coming out in shotgun, they're running the ball, come out in this blitz, and they are going to have literally no success. Like, here's a little inside zone. We have inside stuffs, 2 of them, absolutely blowing up the plane. Just like, look how many guys are on the line of scrimmage, guys. They have absolutely no shot here. Vince Wilfork blows it up in the backfield. Here it is again. I believe this is inside zone one more time. Yeah, inside zone. We see just an absolute wall right here. We're plugging this open hole right here on inside zone, and now we get sheds in the middle. Stuff up inside zone for like 1 yard. One more time. Now this is actually going to be a trap right here. We have this linebacker firing in, coming in off of the guard that's pulling. You know, safety coming up, hitting this player in the backfield, and we get this for like a 4-yard loss. So as far as a run D against shotgun, guys, I absolutely love this blitz. This play is going to be bringing the dogs, but to have a complete defense, we need to have more in our defensive scheme than just all-out blitzes. So if you want to add an insanely fast pressure with a lockdown pass D on the back end to your defensive scheme, you need to check out this video right here.